Hi everyone, today I'll show you how to make a cool soda bottle rocket. Here is what you need. You need cardboard, pen or pencil, scissors, box cutter, duct tape, and this paper essential to mark it on the cardboard to make your fins for the rocket. Hi everyone, today we are making the bottle rocket.
Yes, the bottle rocket. We're going to turn this into a rocket, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've already cut one of these out so we can see what the design looks like. Basically, the rocket goes up like this. And this is the launching pad here I'll show you so you can see how it works. So this is the launching pad, and basically the bottle goes on here like this, okay? And that's the lock that locks the collar so it can't come off. And then later we'll actually put pressure air in here and then I'll fill this with pressure. Okay, now this is going to have this much water in it. Okay, and it's going to be pressurized. And then later we're going to have a string on this and you're going to pull this string, click, and the rocket will. So basically we know that this is the propulsion side. And this is the cone side. So this is the design that I come up with here. It's from one of the websites, and I've cut this out. So basically, we need to make this is too soft, but this is just the design, right?
Yeah.
But essentially, after we make this in cardboard, we're gonna have to put this on here like this. You see?
Oh yeah, that's a rocket shape.
It's a wing, right?
Yeah, it's a...
And it's going to have 3 of these. So it'll be 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 like this. This shouldn't be any lower than the bottom of this. So we'll put that about there, okay? Like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we need to do. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go put this design on cardboard. And we're going to use a pencil to trace this on cardboard. And then we'll cut it out. And then after the cardboard's cut out, we'll bend it here like this. And then we'll attach it to this bottle. That'll be the first step.
Okay.
Second step is when the rocket goes up, it's going to be under a lot of pressure, and this is going to block the wind. You need a cone, right?
Yeah.
To make it push through the wind easier to reduce what's called the wind resistance.
Yeah.
Okay? Because air will push here on this flat part and slow it down. So we put a cone, it'll make it much faster.
Just like a real rocket that had
So
giant
it's going to be
cones.
just like a real rocket, and we're going to cut this top piece, and that's going to go on the top of this, and that's going to be the top cone, this one here.
Oh.
Okay, got it?
This one, these are okay. Let me compare this one to this one, the exact same. What about this one? The exact same.
So we're good, right?
Yeah. Look up.
Look at them.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I think they're okay. So now what we have to do is we've got to tape these onto the...
We need some duct tape. Getting
here. going to be a rocket, so choose which one.
I think it's this one. This one more flatter.
Okay.
The other one more squished.
That's fine.
This one gonna be a rocket. Upside down.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to hold that right here, okay? And I think I'll put that rocket fin right about there. Okay, can you hold that right there for me? I'm going to try and get it right there, okay? And the fin needs to be straight. You need to make it, because we want it to be right here. So hold it right here, please. Okay. I'm going to be taping right there, so you might need to move your hands. I'm going to be taping right here, so you're going to have to hold it up here and on the other side, okay? Okay, again. Just hold that. Alright, let's get this taped. Can you take a look if it's straight on the bottle? Is it straight on the bottle?
Right, turn a little bit. Oh yeah, that's straight.
Hold it like this. Okay. Now to make it stay up, what we're going to have to do is we're going to tape over the top of this. So take this piece of tape. Take this piece of tape. You have to be careful. This tape will stick to itself. Hold the tape like this with two hands, please. And what I want you to do is I want you to tape over this, around, and then down, okay? So put this piece right flat here. Come like this. Now come around the fin, and then you want to flatten this down so it's flat. Wait, don't stick it yet. Don't stick it yet because we need to make sure that this stays. So this is going to go flat first. Now make it all flat. That's it. Because what that's going to do, that's going to help hold this from moving.
Okay.
Oh, does that make sense? Now what we're going to do is we're going to do another piece from here, and we're going to do the same thing.
Okay, so we're going to do all sides.
No, we're just going to do it right here, and then we're going to do another one right here at the top, okay? And it's just to hold it in place so that it's straight like this, just like this, okay? And we get another piece of tape.
You hold this out, go get the piece of tape.
Hold this tape here, and I'm going to cut it for you. So you take that with your hands. And remember how we did this? So you're going to make it flat right here. Do not let the tape fold in on itself like that. So this is a failure. You don't let the tape stick to itself, okay? You need to be careful. Hold it and hold it. This side goes over here first. Good. Make it flat. Make it flat against the whole thing. Make it flat. Now make it flat up here. Make it flat. And then bring it down. Make it flat. Don't stick it. Make it flat until you get to the edge. Okay. Just like this. So that's more support for this like this, okay? Now we're going to do one more piece here like this. Okay.
gonna be hard doing 3 of these.
It's not that hard. It's very sticky. Do not let it stick to itself. I'm going to lay it flat over here with a little bit over on this side. Yep, that's right. Put it flat so that it's flat over here. And now you're going to want to make this flat against the fin. And then lay it, there you go, lay it all down. This is not quite right, because this gap allows air and wind resistance in, so this has to go flat against, so make that flat against the fin properly. Make it all, don't touch the end of this, you just make it flat. Make it flat. Okay, now tuck everything in, that's better. So now we have the proper shape of a fin. Okay?
Okay. Gotta do that all these.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so a first fin is there.
Okay, second.
You can see it's in the right place. We're actually going to cut into the bottle and around, okay? So I'm going to make a mark and then you're going to use the scissors to cut around. So I'm going to make a mark here. Okay. Like this. All right. You see that?
Yeah.
So I want you to take the scissors, stick them in here, and I want you to cut all the way around this like this, okay? So you're going to do that. You're going to start there. So you start cutting around. Go a circle around this way. So go around right this direction. Don't cut up this way. Go around. That's it. So you're cutting a little bit up, so make sure you're cutting down here. That's good. That's it. Keep going around. Now you're on the right track. That's it. Keep cutting. You're almost there. You need to cut down here.
Not perfect, but that's okay.
Well, we'll have to fix it.
But yeah, you could just cut that one.
So let's see. Look at that.
Yeah, good, perfect job.
So this just stays on there like that, and that
Oh, it's gonna come.
that's the rocket. And when it launches, now the other thing we can make is we can actually put a parachute in here if we want.
Yeah,
Do you want
sure.
to make a parachute?
Yeah, but how would? Oh yeah, that could come on. Parachute.
What's going to happen is you just put the parachute in this on like this. Then it shoots up in there, and when it gets to the top, it's going to fall, and this is going to fall out, and the parachute's going to come out. I hope.
Yeah. What?
That's our hope anyway, is that the parachute comes out. If the parachute doesn't come out, it's just going to fall to earth. Okay?
Yeah, I want to have a parachute if it works.
There we go. Okay?
Okay.
This is what the rocket looks like when you're finished. And the one thing you can add now is you can add in here a parachute attached to the top if you want to add a parachute. Or you can just launch it like this and it will still get good speed at like this. But this has to fall off because as it gets to the very top, you want this to fall off so that the parachute actually comes out. Okay?
higher one. Today we are making the parachute for the soda bottle rocket. It's going to be up here. When they come out, the parachute is make it float so it doesn't blow.
So the final step, as Alex showed you, is we actually put duct tape on the rest of this because when the water comes out, it's going to get all over this cardboard. So we need to make sure that it can last a few missions. But right now, we're going to be working on the parachute. So you need a big plastic bag of some kind. Keep going. You're doing good. So now we're going to cut down this line here, like this. See the line? Let me make the line for you. Right there, okay? So just cut it off. Cut it off here. Don't turn them over. That's it. Okay. So as we found, the good Costco bags are just the right size. But now you need a 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter area. So what we're going to do, I think first, we're going to use the top of this bag because we know this is flat to measure 40 centimeters down, and we're going to mark it, okay? Make this nice and flat so it can be marked. So first thing is we're going to make a mark at 40 centimeters. Get this pen. Just wait a moment. Make sure this is at the top. Yeah. So make a little mark right there at 40. Please don't mark my hand. Okay, stop there. Now we're going to make another mark. Let's make this flat. No. Make another mark on 40 on this side. Okay, good. Okay. Now we need a straight edge. I think this cardboard will work nicely. You need a straight edge to basically draw between these 2 points. So what we do for this one is we basically just put this down and make sure it touches your line. Make sure it touches your line, which it does, right? Mm-hmm. And then we just draw a line using the straight edge line. Okay. So now what we have is a perfectly aligned 40 centimeters, but we don't yet have a square. Square. Don't know if you happen to have one. I happen to buy one for Pinewood Derby, thank goodness. This is known as a square. And the reason it's known as a square is because this angle is perfectly 90 degrees. This allows us to follow a line and actually get the perfect perpendicular line to it. See, our measurement for 40 is right there. So our measurement for 40 is right here. This is where we need to cut. And that should line up with where we measured up there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, it slightly needs to come down because I can't draw it. But essentially, there we go. Draw this to the corner. And we're going to draw this up to the 40. Run up until you get to 40.
Oh, you mean
Do you
this?
see it? Yes. Do you see 40 up there? That's where you're going to stop.
The 4, that's it, 400.
That's right. So just like I did earlier, you're going to put your pen pointed inward and you're going to touch this edge so that it stays straight.
I do have a good angle here.
It's better if you stand up, turn your body so that you're at the right angle, and now do it. Run it all the way up until you get to 40 and stop at 40. Got it? Okay.
It's exactly the same height as the last one.
That's right. And don't cut into the parachute. You have to go slow and steady and easy. You do not want to cut the parachute. Got it. Good work. Now, this should be our 40 by 40 square. Yes. And yes. Corner to this corner. Like this. Make it as perfect as possible. So let me flatten this down. So very careful. Everything should fold in. So the edges should be perfect. Let's make sure that we can get this as perfect as possible. Hold on, let me get this to the very corner. Okay, that's at the very corner. Okay, now smooth out your edges and make sure the corner is totally flat. So this is not perfectly flat, so it's not perfectly square, but that should be okay. Okay, like this. Okay. Now, the next part is we're going to fold this corner over to this corner. Hold this for me right there. Just hold that tight. Hold it tight for me. And fold this corner. You can't hold that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, you can let go now. We'll just let this fold under like this. Okay. Now, should be here. We're going to cut a small piece off of it. Where this line is, you're going to cut it right there. Okay, can you get that scissors? You see where this blue line is? You're going to cut that straight off of there. Whoa, hold on, let's make this flat. Cut that straight off there in a nice straight line, okay? That's it. Yes, that's it. And this is going to be a hole to make the parachute more. So pick this really tightly and bring it up here to the corner. Keep it all together. There you go. Keep it together. Make it as perfect as possible. Make them line up perfectly. I think it's a little bit too much, right? Is that right? Does it look right?
Okay, lined up perfectly.
Okay. It's pretty close. Okay, just like this. Now help me flatten it. I'm going to hold it. You make it nice and flat now, okay? That's it. It's like a parachute, really. It should look different, I think I said. Yes. I'm going to fold this up like this. Okay, right about there. Can you help flatten that for me? So push it this way. Yeah, that's it. Good. And what that's going to give you after you turn is you're going to get a little flap sticking off of this. Okay.
We're done making a parachute, and now we're gonna put it.
So all you're going to do is you're going to pull it and find a spot, and then you're going to tie a knot in that spot. And this is what's going to be attached to the top. This is going to be taped onto the top, and this is going to be your parachute. Okay?
Okay. Now let's tape it.
Here we go. Okay. So let's get some tape.
I get some tape. It taped on. Let's see if it works. Like put in the air and see if it actually works.
I think I'm going to glue this. I think I want to hot glue this.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've actually hot glued this down, and this is where I tied it to make sure that as I pulled it, this is the center point, and you want the center point right at the top of the cone. So that way when it comes down, it'll actually open the parachute. It should open the parachute fully, and it should hold itself perfectly centered like that. Okay, so that's the goal. Okay?